Oh, oh no. Oh, it's like minty. Oh, it got in my mouth a little. Welcome back to How Much Should I Spend, a show where I test out a product at various price points to let you know which is the best value for your money. I am so excited for today's test because we are going to be trying out 5 different setting sprays. I am a setting spray freak. The problem is that I have very oily skin, so I haven't really found one setting spray that's all over perfect. Maybe that'll change today. The products that I'm going to be trying out are the e.l.f. Mist and Set Spray, Nye Final Seal Matte Sealer, Kylie Cosmetics Setting Spray, Skindinavia the Makeup Finishing Spray, and of course we cannot do this test without including Urban Decay's All-Nighter Setting Spray. Obviously, the most important thing is to find a setting spray that preserves the makeup all day long, but I also want to find one that has a good spray quality, and by that I mean a spray that doesn't just shoot out at me, giving me like this uneven application. I don't want any leftover residue, and I definitely don't want to see any droplet marks on my face. Let's start off by testing out our cheapest setting spray, and that is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This is $5. I'm on the e.l.f. website right now, and it says that this mist is designed to hold face and eye makeup in place all day and to revitalize makeup color with just a few sprays. That is a big promise for a teeny little $5 spray, so let's get some makeup on and test this one out. The one thing I don't like about this spray is that it does have a sort of filminess to it. Like after I sprayed my entire face, I got some of the spray on my phone screen and on my arm, and it did feel like it had some kind of weird film on it. It wasn't anything too terrible, but it's just, I don't know, it's a little strange. Right now, there's nothing particularly amazing about this to me, but who knows, at the end of the day, I might be thinking otherwise. So it's the end of the day, and I do think that my makeup looks a little bit worse for wear. I don't think it's awful. Honestly, it's held up a lot better than I was expecting it to. Mostly what I'm noticing is that the color has seemed to fade away from my cheeks. That's pretty much where I see all the fading. Like you can still see like a slight tint of my blush and bronzer, but for the most part, it's like gone. The highlight I don't even really see anymore. That's just my naturally greasy face that's reflecting. One thing I forgot to mention before was the spray. The spray was it was like okay. Spraying it, you do get like a really nice mist. It smells really nice, but I did feel some larger droplets of the setting spray like land on my face, and I quickly just tried to like pat them in just so they wouldn't ruin the makeup. So that was the e.l.f. Mist and Set Spray. See you tomorrow. Today we are trying out the Nye Final Seal Matte Makeup Sealer, and this setting spray is extra special because this is actually what the Disney princesses use at Disney World to keep their makeup on all day long through all that humidity, through all that heat. So if this can last through all of that, it better last for me here in cold, cold New York City. I'm ready to be beautiful. Okay. Is this 8 to 10 inches? I have no concept of that. Let's just go in. Oh, oh no. Oh, it's like minty. Oh, it got in my mouth a little. Oh, that's not like super pleasant. Okay, so it's applied, it's on my face. I have very high hopes for this spray, so let's see how I look at the end of the day. I honestly can't believe how well my makeup has held up with this spray. I feel like it looks like I just applied it still, minus my oily skin that I cannot control, but it still looks really pink on the cheeks where I put that blush. I can still see the bronzer and the highlight. I can still see everything. I can definitely see why the princesses use this stuff. It is intense. Like, it is no joke. Your makeup will stay on. To be fair, it was a cool day, so it's not extremely hard for the makeup to stay on cooler days for somebody like me. but I'm still impressed no matter what. This is pretty great. It is day 3 of trying out setting sprays, and today we're gonna be trying out the Kylie Cosmetics setting spray. This is $24, and I'm on their website right now, and these are the claims. It says it's a weightless spray that locks in makeup, duh, enriched with optical blurring powders to help smooth imperfections. Fine and even mist, I love that, and creates a protective layer for a longer lasting makeup finish. The mist on this one is actually really nice. It feels refreshing, it feels even. The only thing I don't like about this is the fragrance. It kind of smells like a florally baby wipe. It's a very strange smell, and it's not faint enough for somebody like me who hates smells in products. But overall, I really do like the feeling of this spray on my face. Let's just see how well it keeps my makeup on. Hello everybody from my bed once again. I have so many things to say to you right now. The first thing being this setting spray sucks. The setting spray sucks and I hate it. I'm gonna explain to you why, but let me just show you, this is my face after 8 hours of wear, just like I've been doing with all the other setting sprays. I'm gonna bring you in. Come in here. This is my bare skin. Like, this did something to my foundation where it just like rubbed completely off throughout the day, and I don't really touch my face like that. I'm not a face toucher, and there are patches of foundation missing all over. Like, this is my bare skin. You can see the line of like demarcation of my skin and my foundation. This area looks disgusting. Like, I feel so gross right now. And I was wondering for the longest time, like, oh, why doesn't anybody talk about that Kylie Cosmetics setting spray? This is why, because it's so bad. Also, I have a huge pimple on my chin. Throughout the day, I noticed it was getting progressively larger, and if this spray had anything to do with it, I'm even more upset right now. Anyway, I gotta go. I got a DiGiorno in the oven, so I gotta get back to it. Those are my thoughts on the Kylie Cosmetics setting spray. I hope that you don't buy this. Setting spray number 4. At this point, I feel like you're just as tired of watching me try setting sprays as I am of trying them, but we're gonna keep going. We're close to the end. Today we're gonna be trying out the Skindinavia makeup finishing spray. I don't think Skindinavia makes anything but setting sprays. They have like a bridal setting spray, this one, and a priming spray. I also know that they make Urban Decay's all-nighter setting spray. So do with that information what you will. I don't know if this is the exact same formula. I doubt it. It's probably like slightly different than the Urban Decay one, but we'll compare them and see. I think I love this. I think I love this right now. I don't know how it's gonna wear, but I think I love this because the mist is so nice. It's such a fine mist, and it really just smooths everything, melts the makeup into the skin. It feels really good. There's barely any scent, which I love. I know that I'm not judging on scent, but scent is just one of those things that's so polarizing in makeup products. I, for one, don't want scent, so this one is really good, in my opinion. I do see some makeup either wiped away or like gathering in my smile lines, which does happen, but I feel like it was less so when it came to the Nye spray. So I would say that it's a close race right now to see who's gonna be number 1. This is not bad at all. I feel like I still see all of my makeup. I see my blush, my contour, my highlight. I still have everything on my face. It's the last day of trying out setting sprays, and of course we have the Urban Decay all-nighter to finish this little competition off. You say setting spray to me, I automatically think of this one. It really does do a good job of making your makeup last, because I've gone through a couple of bottles of this. My issue with it is it does get oily on me throughout the day. It does break apart my foundation, so I have to be like very careful with how much of this I actually use. I've tried out a lot of setting sprays in this little test that I've never tried before that I was very impressed with. So this one has definitely got some competition, finally. Just as I expected, the Urban Decay All Nighter is a lovely setting spray. It feels good on the face. I really like the mister on it, and it has almost no smell at all, which is awesome for someone like me. The Skindinavia one is $29, and this one is $33. And for me, that price difference is still a difference. So if they perform similarly, I'm going for the cheaper option, but let's see how well this one performs. My makeup looks like I applied it maybe 1 hour ago. The distinction between blush and bronzer right now, I'm like, wow. Literally, wow. I don't know why I always felt like this setting spray was more hype than anything. I just have never particularly loved how it looked, but today must have been like a good makeup day because this has lasted all day long. So I guess I'll just see you guys in the studio tomorrow and I'll let you know which was my #1 top favorite setting spray that I tried out this week. This has been one of the hardest makeup products to test, especially since 3 of them performed so well, and similarly, I just had the hardest time picking a winner. But I picked one. We have a winner. And that winner is gonna have to be the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Everybody knows it's a really good spray. I don't know why. Using it compared to the rest of these sprays, it just stood out above the rest like a teensy tiny bit more. The makeup just looked better. The pigment was better. My face was set but not caking up anywhere. So I felt like this was the one. This was the one that I wanted. However, I'm going to say this. The Ben Nye one performs so similarly to the Urban Decay one, and that is why it's my #2. The only major difference is that the Ben Nye one has a worse spritzer mister, in my opinion. It just shoots out a lot more harshly, and the Urban Decay one is much more mist-like, so it falls really nicely on your face. So if you're on the market for an amazing setting spray that locks in your makeup all day long, I say splurge a little and get the Urban Decay All Nighter.